All right, these are all of our guests. You'll see there are 5 individuals, just like the class asked for. And now we're going to go ahead and introduce our speaker. This is Debbie Heavener from FSCJ, and she's going to be speaking to us on physiology. Ms. Heavener?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming this evening, and I am going to speak on physiology this evening. Dr. Smith was my interviewee, and he relayed some very good points on the subject of physiology. Physiology is study of biology dealing with the functions and activities of the living organisms and the parts including all physical and chemical processes. There are 3 levels of the function: the molecular, cellular, and regional levels. The molecular level focuses on the salts and the water in your body. Cellular level is for the blood, and the regional level focuses on all the organs and how each one reacts. There are 3 factors affecting health. First one is human development. Human development is the chemical and physical makeup of each person. There are 3 body types. Here we have the ectomorph, which is the thin, the mesomorph, which is the athletic, and the endomorph, which is the large. Large meaning large body bone structure. Gender and age also play a very important part in human development. The gender, male and female. Female has different needs as do males in the process of physiology and human development. So in those needs, they need to be assessed differently with their dietetic needs and so on. And in age is also a big factor in human development. The next thing here is nutrition. Nutrition affects health in a major way. There are 3 food groups, 3 food types: proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids, which are your fats. Each one of these is a major factor in how the body works and the physiology of it and how it works with each person. And our last thing here is exercise. Exercise is in a few groups: aerobic exercise and resistant training. Aerobic exercise is your running, walking, bicycling, riding, swimming, etc. And your resistance training is in the weightlifting and calisthenics. There's more to these groups, but just there's a few how exercise plays a big role in physiology. Dr. Smith also specified how important communication is in physiology. And he is telling me that the clients need to understand what they must do in order to obtain the results that they are desiring. And that is a very important factor. Communication is a very important factor when you're dealing with each person, and you don't want to waste their time. You want to get to the point in their need. So physiology plays a big role in communication that way. Here we have Dr. Smith, and here he is to explain how the wellness proactive approach to a couple of issues here.
It's becoming very powerful and it's changing by the minute. And I think what's happening now would be, let's try not to be sick instead of let's try to manage the condition that we've given ourselves. So instead of someone being a type 2 diabetic just because their liver can no longer handle the amounts of sugar that are pounded in themselves, and before you know it, you're a borderline and then you're a type 2 diabetic. Don't change your lifestyle, just change your medications and just keep eating the same. That's not happening.
I thought that was very interesting how he explained how the traditional medicine is totally different on how the wellness programs, as you would see, for instance, a physiologist would take the approach, dietetic technician would take a different approach. The traditional medicine takes the approach of masking the problem. Instead of getting rid of the problem, they mask it and they medicate it. The wellness just seeks to prevent and correct a problem. Very, very interesting, I thought, in his presentation with me. So as we conclude, physiology is important to all of us in our needs.